look to throw now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Kennard in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Out onto the field. Field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ziggy Ansah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Finding Rumens. Now the ball comes loose, and the Lions have recovered. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt.
And a loose football. And the Lions have recovered. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. 10 more there and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least. Out onto the field. comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket. Because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellows got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So they decline it as... Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flush to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Out on the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
Now he'll be Wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Carey win. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devon Kennard there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
When they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game. Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right. It happens more often than you might think. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles. Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was midnight snack. Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance. Maybe play action? I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better. Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had opportunities. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, 4 down. Come on!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
4 down, 4 down.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, taken in by Cobbs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Come on, let's go!
And this is going to be incomplete.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you broke them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Truth. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Hayes able to get in there and drop him behind the line. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ted McKinley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man open. He finds Simi Cobbs.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. the field comes New Orleans. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Runs through the contact. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Takk McKinley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been this last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Hayes in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good... Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to throw here. On the move to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before the 21.
As a general, to get on the run, get on the move, he was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And fights through one man, dancing to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force... meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Steps away. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone.
Here we go.
They don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Look at those stick skills. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to it, and the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the... And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Ricardo out there. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to leave.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Come on, let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Cobbs, right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22.
Single. Check 59, Mike.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection.
And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken to Tack McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now. Out onto the costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, see if they can recoup and recover. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that? Their quarterback. His third touchdown now on. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They're going to look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Dancing to his, and it's a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, get the rest. Hey. I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy, but later I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look in team as they enter play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the making.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Being chased out left. And Owen coughed it up. And the Panthers have recovered. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cassius Marsh in there to pick up his 2nd sack now up. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive to throw now on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. And an alley to run. And he works it across the 25. Before being tackled. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
but what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a return across midfield at the 46-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on
Around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. Tariq Cohen has a touchdown there. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting 49ers. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K1 Short in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Rolling to his left. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Needed 16, they got 17 on 3rd down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball. That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He'll drop to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Flush to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Throw left side, taken in by Cobbs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Cassius Marsh in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cassius Marsh, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now back to throw, escaping the pressure right, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
When he gets in trouble on third down, who does he look for? His tight end, and that's a nice job of escaping pressure to the right, locking eyes with his receiver, and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DoogieManX's in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Let's go!
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
As you know, I love the players of the past.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. Smith catches left side. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now on the third and long, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to his left. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him.
0.
Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They'll look to throw on the move to his left. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll set up a throw, being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
They'll come out in the pistol. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his... And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. Yet another interception. And I just had... A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to...